Bitcoin is gearing up for a major wake-up call. You need to be ready for it. In today's video, I'm going to get you ready and let you know what's happening so you can be well prepared and you know what to do right now. If you're new here, welcome in. My name is Steve, and on this channel, we do it differently. We stand out from the crowd. When everyone goes left, we go right, and we base it all on the facts in the charts. Hit that subscribe button right now. You're going to love it here, especially if you like facts. Hit that subscribe button. Let's jump into it today. We're on Bitcoin, we're on the weekly chart, and there are three distinct, really critical things happening. One with price action up here above with our moving averages. The second thing is right in the middle of your screen. We got this RSI. We have a potential double top on the weekly RSI. And then at the bottom, our stochastic RSI about to dip its head below the 80 level. A lot is happening. A lot is shaking out here. And we're going to cover the facts one by one. And at the end of the video, I'm going to give you my honest opinion based on all of the facts we cover today, what I think is going to happen. Now, first and foremost, on Friday, we're going to be dropping an absolute banger for free, but exclusive to our email list. All of the charts I'm going to cover there are not going to be covered here. It's going to be what you need to know for the entire month of March. So go to our email list right now, jump on there. It's absolutely free. Go to CryptoCrewUniversity.com so you can get that video on Friday completely free. CryptoCrewUniversity.com, fill in your information here, and then you will get it in your inbox Friday. Now, we're going to start with price action, then we're going to get to this double top, then we're going to get down here, and then we're going to jump over onto the daily chart. We're going to start on the weekly so we can see the big picture. We can see some parts and puzzle pieces start to move together. Then we're going to go on the daily so we can jump into some of the minor details and see if those stories match. And then I'm going to give my honest opinion. That's how it's going to go. Are you ready? So we'll start right up here at the top. Do you see what I'm seeing? The first thing I see is right now we had major rejection from this red line. And it's not just any line. This is the 200-week moving average. This is a major level. In fact, it's not hard to argue that's the most critical level in all of Bitcoin, period. Mic drop. There is no other one. Case in point, this same line, this 200-week moving average, created our base in 2015 bear market. In the worst of the worst, this was our support. 2018, fast forward several years, it's also our support during the entire worst part of the bear market. Even the COVID crash threw a wrench in, caught everybody by surprise. Nobody knew COVID was coming, but this 200-week moving average acted as our support. So for Bitcoin's entire history, it's been our support, and now it's our resistance. Okay, we just had a weekly death cross right here where this green line, the 50-week moving average, crosses the 200-week, first of its kind. It's never happened in Bitcoin's history, and at the same time, we're seeing some rejection here. So what's going to happen is really critical. We have to rewind the clocks so you know what happened right before that, so you know how to deal with this situation. Right before that, we were in this situation here for 6 months where we had bullish divergence, right? We had a low here, another lower low, another lower low, another lower low, at the same time that our RSI was making a low, a higher low, a higher low, a higher low. This was covered right here on our channel. We covered this weekly stochastic RSI cross back in November when we were at 16K, and we had this bullish divergence forming, and we said right here on this channel, don't be surprised if Bitcoin rallies up to this red line. Why? Because that's the most critical line in Bitcoin. A lot of people, once we got up to 24, 25K, the high majority of surveys out there were people saying that the next big move for Bitcoin was going to be up 25, 26, 30, 32K. Now, that's what the high majority of people were saying when we got up there. But we were looking at the candles right here on our channel, and we said, look, as candles get smaller, as they approach a major level of resistance, it's a bad sign. It's a sign of weakness. And you can use that tip on any time frame. At the same time, a couple weeks later, we had these weekly candles close, which are long wicked candles, right? Showing resistance, showing essentially a lot of smart money came in and took large profits, pushing it down. Now we're not even getting rejected from this red line anymore. We had the green line coming in and kind of like sunning us, kind of like pushing us down like we're a little kid. You can see it. It first happened February 13th, and then this candle closed on February 20th, and then this candle that just closed February 27th. We're being sunned. We're being pushed down by this green line, and this green line is not even letting us up to this red line anymore. So the last time that we were really pushed like this from this green line was back here in 2015, right before we saw a major correction. So is this going to happen? I'm going to get to that later in the video, but we have to uncover the facts one by one. But with price action, we're showing weakness, plain and simple. You can't look at this chart and say we're showing strength. There is no strength as we headed into this Bitcoin's most important level. Now, at the same time, we understand price action. How about the RSI? What's the RSI saying? Well, the RSI is not looking pretty, and here's why. Right here on January 23rd, do you see this top right here? What you see happening a couple weeks later is what we call a double top, a textbook double top. Whenever you see this in any time frame, it generally signals a reversal, meaning we were going up, 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 up. We had a top here. We had a nice pullback. We had a second top here, which happened to be at the same level. That is a sign that the market is getting ready for a reversal of what's been happening, which means that we should be trending downward like this over the next handful of weeks. Now, keep in mind that these are a probability, right? They're not a certainty. It's not, hey, 100% of the time the charts do this, which is why you gather the facts, you look at all the facts, you analyze all the facts, you look for confluence, and then you make a sound decision, which is a process we're using right now inside this video. So we understand price action, hey, showing some weakness. RSI, hey, showing some weakness. We can't look at this and say, hey, we're showing strength. We're not. We just had a double top, plain and simple. So the facts are the facts. We're showing more weakness than strength. So we did break out of this long 2-year downtrending market with the RSI, which is lovely, but we need to create our new base to start to move into our bull run. So more to come on that in a moment, but we're just covering the facts as they stand inside the charts. How about our stochastic RSI? Because we know that on the weekly, there's a lot of major developments and clues on the weekly. Case in point, every 6 months, we have a bullish cross on the stochastic RSI. Here, 6 months later, here, 6 months later, here, 6 months later, here. Each of those times, the market rallies a very large amount. It's the major moves in the market happen here. We get the nice signal that, hey, some momentum is coming in. Even during a bear market, when we can go from, 30K up to 48K was right here. So during a bear market, there are also some counter trend rallies. So here and here, our most recent one was back in November. If you missed it, you need to subscribe to our channel because we cover the facts, the pure facts. I don't tell you what you want to hear. I don't tell you what you hope to hear. I tell you the cold hard facts. Sometimes you hate what I have to say, but you respect the hell out of it because it usually plays out, because the facts are the facts. Men lie. Women lie, the charts don't lie. And right now the charts are saying, hey, trouble ahead. Hey, double top. Hey, how about the stochastic RSI? We had a cross down and we're about to confirm it. When you have a cross down, you want to wait for a confirmation. That confirmation comes at the 80 level. Any time frame will be the same rule. So next time you're looking at it, take a look. We need the fast line and the slow line to be below the 80 to confirm, but our momentum is heading down and it could get worse. So those are the facts on the weekly. We just had that kind of big picture perspective. We started to put the puzzle pieces together. Now we're going to jump into the daily. We're going to look at some smaller facts and see if they match up with what we saw shaken out on the weekly. We'll first start up ahead with some price action. Now, price action, do you see what I'm seeing? One of the first things I noticed with this chart is, yes, we have some bearish divergence forming, right? But what I notice is these candles right here below this green line hasn't happened in a while. So we look left and we say, when's the last time we had some candles below this green line? Was it drastic? Well, it was here back when we were at 16,000. So the last time we were below this green line, literally Bitcoin was at 16,000. and we just dropped our first couple candles below here. Is that a sign of strength or weakness? It's weakness. This is not a sign of strength. We do not want to be below here. The last time we were below here was at 16K. We've been holding support. When the market is trending, normally we respect the green line. Look at our bull run, right? When we are in a trending market, usually we hold this green line as support, and when we fall, normally we hold it as resistance. So these things generally hold up true in trending markets, which is a reason you do not want to see any candles below here. So at the same time that we're showing a little bit of weakness here on the daily, we do have some bearish divergence forming. It's been forming for about a month and a half, where we had a high, another higher high, another higher high, and most recently another higher high back here on February 16th. So at the same time, the RSI is trending down. That normally doesn't happen, right? Normally when you have price trending up, the RSI trends up. When you have price trending down, the RSI trends down. Sometimes you get divergence, which means one thing is doing one thing, then the other is doing the complete opposite. When you see that, it's a sign to you and to me that the market is in trouble, that the market is about to do something unexpected. This is what we see playing out here. It's been playing out for a month and a half. Keep in mind, on the previous chart, it was playing out for 6 months. We had 6 months bullish divergence forming during that period, and most recently we have a month and a half of bearish divergence. At the same time, down here at the bottom, we have the ADX and DI. Simply put, when the green line is on top, price usually goes up. When the red is on top, price usually goes down. It's very simple. Very recently, just hot off the press, the red peeked its head above the green. Keep an eye on that as we progress. So how do we make sense of all this? Let's put all the puzzle pieces together, and then I'm going to give more information on the video for Friday that's going to be completely free. You cannot see the charts here on YouTube. It'll only be exclusive to our email list, cryptocrewuniversity.com. But what's my honest opinion? My honest opinion is when we look at the facts on the weekly are saying, hey, we have trouble right above our head. We have this green line pushing us down. We have a potential double top, and we have a potential cross down on our stochastic RSI. None of those things are bullish cases for Bitcoin, but it's relatively short term. As I've been saying for quite a while, Bitcoin's worst case scenario is it's going to come back to retest its base. And that'll be the opportunity of a lifetime. That'll be the opportunity to buy Bitcoin. It'll be incredibly scary to do it because everybody and their brother will scream that we're going way, 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 way lower and that the worst is yet to come. But if you have the courage and the guts to listen to the facts and the charts, that will be a phenomenal opportunity because it looks to be that the bull run is going to start in 2023. I know this goes against the high majority of humans on earth, but the charts are screaming that Bitcoin is very close to entering a bull run, but it just hasn't yet. We might have a final flush out to retest our base. That's my honest take. Now let's get to the video for Friday. So I want to be really pure and honest as I am in all of my videos. And when I do something really well, I'm going to raise my hand and I'm going to say I did something really well. And when I do something not so well, I'm going to raise my hand and say I did something not so well. So email lists. If you've been a follower for a while, which I'm sure you have, you know that the first couple years, I didn't have an email list. Why? Because the email list to me, it felt a little bit dirty. It felt there was a lot of dirty marketing and dirty tactics, and it just didn't resonate with me. So I just ignored it altogether. But as I studied more and more about business, et cetera, they kept bringing the point home like, you're an idiot if you don't have an email list. So I said, okay, I'm not an idiot. I should probably have one. Maybe I just won't do it in the way that they do it. So I said, okay, I'm going to have these set of rules. So I got an email list, but I wasn't prepared with how to add value to the email list. So I raised my hand. I take full responsibility. If you've been on my email list for the past few years, I haven't had the right strategy to add value to it. And that is changing now. Now, you know, with my word, when I say something, I don't say it to make you happy or to make you smile or tell you what you want to hear. I spit the facts. And you have my word. I am going to add a lot more value to our email list for free this year. Now we have a strategy and we're executing it. So there's two things that are going to happen. Number one is every single week, you're going to get a free market report. It's all the most critical charts happening right now. You're going to get charts, information, behind the scenes, exclusive stuff that's not on YouTube, absolutely free in the email list. So go to CryptoCrewUniversity.com, jump on the email list right now. The second thing is this Friday, I'm releasing a free video to talk about the most critical charts for this month. All of the charts I'm going to show in that video will not be covered here on YouTube. It'll be exclusive to the email list. So I'm dropping value. You have my word. I'm going to be dropping value all year in the email list. And so go over there, CryptoCrewUniversity.com. How do you get on the email list? This little pop-up will come up. You'll pop some information into here, and then boom, you're on the email list. It's as easy as that. And you'll get a lot of free, cool things when you join. So I'll see you on the inside, and I'll see you right back here for the next video. Peace and love to the fellow underdogs. Do you want to know when to buy and when to sell? Click this video right now.